Beneath the crooked moon they fled, where wickedness can safely tread. One soul alone through bramble ran, pursued by neither beast nor man. For fears give chase where fears are bold, and some wear faces, so we're told, to never name in waking light. They walk the dusk and claim the night. There came the fear of being seen, of knowing what the truth might mean. It trailed behind in silken thread, with button eyes and tilted head. No voice, no touch on mirror's grace, just empty hands and a stitched-on face. There came the fear of not enough, of kindness lost, of hearts too rough. It limped with limbs of straw and skin, and carried every hurt within. It whispered help in rustling sighs, and bled for those with colder eyes. There came the fear of what was lost, of cards yet played and dices tossed. It walked in boots that dragged the past, and soon found out luck cannot last. A curse in foot, a charm once worn, one careless act, now hunters mourn. There came the fear of growing still, of ticking clocks and bitter chill. It breathed in smoke and tasted dust, and now a canine must it trust. It danced with death in half-closed eyes, and know too well the cost of lies. And all the while the moon looked on, its crooked grin, impious and wrong. It did not chase, it did not speak, it only watched the lost and the weak. So run, dear dreamer, fast and soon. They find us all neath crooked moon.
Welcome back to The Fallen. A house so full of deeds so wrong, a place where hope does not belong. Last seen in a menagerie and pushed to their capacity, as now drop down this creaky ladder, must your courage this time gather. This party now, 6 things in hand, must face the house's final stand. Welcome to Episode 8 of The Fallen. Let us return to the crooked house, as a piece of parchment drops from the attic above, which reads... Can someone, probably that isn't Totek, read this out?
If I can't reclaim my power, perhaps I can reclaim their trust. I failed this province. I let it rot in the hollow shade while I built palaces of moonlight elsewhere. Tomorrow I'll speak to the villagers again. I'll try. I must try.
Yeah, and there is a ladder now. I'll try and draw it, like, here, that is leading up to an attic.
Not ominous at all.
Well, what are we waiting for? We have all of the little things we need, yes?
Believe so.
Yeah. No time
You know,
like the
to
present.
help them finish their ritual, of course.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we stop all this.
Or a ritual to stop the ritual.
Oh, we're gonna have our own.
In that head.
Something.
We're using our own ritual? What's the words? I don't know the words. Do we have words already?
When one can whistle, you need no words.
I don't
Gotcha.
think my face can make the whistling stuff happen.
I heard you whistle. You snore.
I snore?
You snore.
My apologies. I never knew.
It's like from your nose or something. It's not from your mouth, obviously, but it's from your nose. I think you can whistle from your nose.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to help with a ritual, though.
Maybe.
Is it working?
Nah, I think you're thinking about it too much.
All right.
Hagen
well, let's
tries.
hope we don't have to.
Hagen tries to whistle through his nose, but just ends up just sneezing.
It's untight.
Thank you.
Bless you. Bless
It's
you.
really dusty. It's really dusty in here.
It's the yes, the dust, of course. Anyway, all right, is everyone ready?
Suppose.
It's
I
ready.
believe so. I guess I'll lead the way.
As I go up there, I'll just think to myself, please don't eat me, please don't eat me.
Please move yourselves to the attic. This small, cramped space at the top of the ladder is bathed in an eerie, blood-red glow, cast from various runic symbols etched into the wooden walls and floor and ceiling. Each marking pulses, as if alive with some ancient force. On the wall opposite the door ladder you came up, a small door shimmers with the same haunting light, its glow flickering like a silent invitation into whatever darkness lies beyond. The symbols around you, confusing and meaningless, but maybe a pry into them or an attempt to commune with them might reveal what they mean.
Well, this is a little ominous. Guess we kind of figured that much, though, from all the whispering and chanting up here.
Does anyone read these symbols?
Am I able to, by any chance?
Hagen, you actually feel very ill. Your disease or illness has been quite quiet since the train, but since coming up into this attic and being surrounded by these pulsating runes, you feel worse than you felt since before the train. Since before Adela gave you a nice drink, before any of this, you feel your blood in every vein and every connection just heating and hurting. It's not a sensation you've never felt before. It's a common one for you, but it's very uncomfortable.
Not trying to make light of this situation.
You cannot read the runes.
Not trying to make light of the situation, but I can't really remember anything before the train and after the train, so I'm going to call it pre-choo-choo and after choo-choo.
I will step up and trace with my fingers the runes, and I will close my eyes and try to think of a dancer and the movement of a dancer, and see if within my understanding of movement I can understand what these runes might mean, and I'll guide myself as well.
Yeah, I like it. One of the runes that you're touching as you do this, you imagine this dancer in a darkened room, slight layer of water on the floor as they skit across, splashing up the water. And then, as it splashes up and drops down, they catch it. They catch it all as they turn awkwardly into a cup. And this dance morphs, their arms becoming wide and attached, almost wing-like, or appendages growing out, forming this cup shape that is catching the water that is falling down. And you get the feeling that this rune means cup.
Cup. This means cup. I'm going to look around and see if I can identify another rune.
Are you using the same method?
Yes.
This time you envisage a dancer who is performing. They're a faceless crowd cheering them on as they dance and twirl and they perform their final move, a near infinite spin where they go on the tip of their toe and spin faster and faster and faster. so fast that they become you can barely make them out. They just become a tall, long, thin strand that then stops spinning and clatters to the ground with a ding, 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 as they've now become a pin.
Pin. Yes, cup, pin. In total six
6 rooms?
There are indeed,
rooms there.
yes.
Cup and pin and I'm gonna pull out from my bindle each one of the little things that we have, and I'm gonna take the cup and press it up next to the.
As it gets close to the one that you recognized was cup, it almost feels magnetized to it, like it pulls itself towards the rune, and then the rune being on the wall, it defies physics as the cup just attaches to the wall in the center of the rune.
I'll just clap my hands and think of the dancers. Well done, tiny dancers. And then I will try
Be close, tiny dancers.
That's what I meant.
Oh, it's 100% a reference to that.
Good.
But I will take each one of these little items and try to, even though I don't know which rune it connects to,
Yeah,
just kind of.
you can definitely
move it
try and error
across.
this for sure. That's fine. Hagen, you are growing more uncomfortable as Ven's method of doing this is quite slow and deliberate. You're not sure how long it's going to take to find the right rune for the right thing, and all you can think about is how difficult it is to suppress your current feeling.
I'll just try my best to just maintain appearance, just to not let anyone know that anything's wrong. Just try to stay calm and just breathe.
I'll say for now you can, but your dog definitely seems to sense that something is a bit up with you, and nuzzles a little closer than he usually is.
I'll give him. I'll do just a faint pet, just subtle
Yeah.
pet, just thank you.
Okay, nice. As the objects one by one connect to these runes, once the final object is placed, the glow around the door, this old wooden creaky door, just disappears, and as if the door has been unlocked.
All right. Game plan. Before we open up the door, what are we doing? We just going in, swinging? I mean, I don't know who's in there, but I'll hit the first person I see if I got it.
I thought that was the plan.
I felt like that was fine as well.
We could be ready to swing, but first we should see what there is to see, because what if there's no reason to swing? What if it's a surprise party?
Well, whatever we do,
Every surprise in this house has been terrible. I've hated it.
whatever we do, we should probably
Well, I
hurry.
mean-
We should probably hurry, just to be safe. Just in case.
Of course.
I mean,
Let's
I hope.
go.
I'll hold out hope.
Hmm.
I think it's a party.
That would be
All right,
lovely.
well, I might be a party crasher.
For the right reasons.
Anyway, I'm going to burst in the door.
Okay. Let me reveal this, and
Door
inside.
drawn.
Oh, that is really
Door burst
big.
open.
Inside, you all get crushed by a
Giant dog.
Very large woman.
This is also
Whoa.
okay.
Very large man also.
Adela and Philip lie on the ground, bound, sort of, and gagged, being like, as they see you come in. There is.
Oh, it's one of those parties.
The floor beneath you crunches as it's covered in teeth and discarded bones and hair. In the center of the chamber looms a massive cauldron bubbling glowing with an eerie red, casting red flickering shadows across the walls. Beyond the cauldron, a cloaked figure sways and moves in strange erratic jerks, as if the joints aren't quite bent right. A back remains to you, seemingly oblivious to your arrival. The cauldron gurgles violently, the red ichor inside slightly spilling over the room. Every drop hitting the ground sizzles and hisses, eating away at the wood and bones with a harsh burn, filling the and this entire room with this horrible, noxious stench. This appears to be a hag, and they appear to be moments away from completing a ritual.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Felix is gonna run over and try to, like, he's just gonna go around and immediately take a swing at the hag.
Okay, roll to hit.
Dice.
Don't forget blush.
Oh, you are 100% correct.
Oof,
23.
that'll hit.
All right, that's a D4. Nope, but that's not how a longsword works. That's a D10.
That's quite a difference.
Dude, it's a very large difference. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 slashing damage.
Your sword pierces the shoulder of this hooded figure, who then drops down onto the floor, and the hood pulls back to reveal that this was a bound and gagged Adela. And as this happens, who is now bleeding out, I should add, as this happens, the seemingly bound Adela pounces up at you and gets a round of surprise on you.
It's a good thing I didn't pump a divine smite in that. That would have been horrible.
She lunges forward and screams, "Your souls will join the sacrifice! You are damned to walk the halls of the crooked house!" But sounds more like a real baby than that. Alright, that's a good callback. Okay, please roll initiative, but I will take her turn first because you done messed up.
Dungu, that told you I was gonna swing at the first person I saw. Nobody said no.
I am a 6.
I was holding out hope.
Well, we're back on my old boat again. I don't think this is going very well off the
Oh.
bat.
You set yourselves correctly in the initiative tracker, please. And then, Felix, can you give a wisdom saving throw, please?
Sure. Bless counts for a save too, right?
Yes.
Sounds right. Yeah. Ooh, 11.
Okay. You are now frightened and take... Oh, okay, quite a lot of damage. Hang on.
Okay, so if I failed, could I maybe by chance use my reaction to try and add a D4?
What's your reaction, sorry?
Moment of remembrance. As a reaction, if a creature within 30 feet, including myself, fails a D20 test.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Add a D4. Please. What was that? 11 plus 14? Not quite still.
You still take half damage, but are no longer frightened, as this hag infests your mind with visions of weasels, and you start to see weasels crawling out of your bones and around your skin. You take half of the...
Always the goddamn weasels.
Oh, wait. So how much did I take then?
Half of 16, so 8 psychic damage.
That's rough.
Also, she's gonna bite you. Or try.
Ew.
Okay, that's that's a
Yeah.
that's a
I
hit.
believe that that hit.
For 6, no, sorry, 10 piercing damage,
Oh,
and
and
7 psychic damage.
hey
As
guys,
her jaw unhinges and it's full of rows and rows and rows of human teeth, and it clamps down on you. You know, have you seen the movie It? You know when it opens its jaw and it's like almost like a bottomless void inside the mouth. It's kind of like that, but filled with teeth. Which is what does the psychic
Felix
damage.
doesn't have to experience it for very long.
Oh, he's down. Okay.
Yep.
That is now Felix and Adela doing death saving throws then. Okay.
Oh, it's like all happening all over again. This is great. Where have I seen this moment happen before?
I'm gonna say with a special bonus action, the hag is going to scream, "Not yet! It's not finished!" and chuck a potion from her belt over Adela that seems to bring her into a stasis.
Oh,
that's convenient.
Interesting.
But not you. You're bleeding out.
Really need me.
This isn't philanthropy.
Oh.
So rude.
Who is top of the round?
Well,
on
I
initiative
didn't care
tracker
about
then?
her anyway.
Hagen, go.
5, 10, 15. I'll try to 5. I'll use my literally last remaining spell slot to cast a first level Cure Wounds on Felix.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I'm really glad I have it. I'm really glad I have that pearl power because. And you heal 9 HP.
Oh my gosh.
Bonus action, Fenrir will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and try to flame seed the hag.
Is that a ranged attack? Because you're at disadvantage because you're in melee.
Oh, that's true. I'll try it anyway. Why not?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I assume a 10 doesn't hit.
No, unfortunately not.
Worth a shot, and that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. Who's next on the chopping block? That would be then.
Oh, yay. That's
I wouldn't be a good DM if I didn't give you some peril.
Alright, we've got 2 people down. What do you do?
5, 10, 15, 22. I'll get to about here, and then I will whistle. Pull out my monkey drum, ticka, 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 and I'm gonna whistle first low, and then the high pitch will come in, and I will cast Dissonant Whispers on the hag. So she needs to do a wisdom save.
Yes, she does. Which she passes because my rolls are fucking absurd.
Puke. Okay, so. Okay. So she'll take half of.
Okay, so if I never roll below a 17, how are you supposed to win this fight?
Through sheer willpower.
Okay.
By making you roll buckets of dice.
She takes half of 9, so that's 4 psychic damage.
Sure.
And then as my bonus action, I will have the lion come. But I'm going to use his movement to get down to here. And then rend her.
Rend her asunder.
Rend her. So he gets what's it called? Pack tactics. Oh Lord. I rolled a 1 and a 2. But that's okay. He's got 2 attacks. So come on, Rend. Okay. Okay, that's better. 19.
19 will definitely hit, yeah.
All right. So a D8 plus 3 slashing. Oh, 6 slashing.
Okie dokie.
You hear a small kind of like sad meow from the lion because he felt he could do so much better. But that's the turn.
Then it is Felix's go.
Okay. Half my movement to untap,
Keep draw.
and then
Yeah.
draw step. Okay, main phase. What are we doing? Shoot. I don't know if I thought this far ahead. What do paladins do best?
Hit things.
Divine
And
smite.
smite them. Apparently also kill innocents.
She's not dead yet. Allegedly.
She's only mostly dead.
Okay. I'm going to swing my sword once more at the hag this time. Does a natural 1 hit?
Oh, guys. Please roll better. You've got to roll better. Give me something to work with, please. No, a natural 1 does not hit.
I feel like I was so close, too.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Here's a participation reward. Well, that doesn't leave a whole lot. Oh, jeez.
This is literally that song that's like, me and my boys are gonna fuck you up. I rolled a 1, I rolled a 1. Fuck! It's literally happening right now.
Word for word. Bar for bar. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to bonus action. I don't know how much this is actually gonna help, but we can try. I'm gonna use Shield of Faith on myself, so I get +2 AC as long as I hold concentration,
Okie dokie.
and that will be my turn.
Then it is Totek's go.
Of course, when I'm about to talk,
Totep and the dog, even.
I'm gonna look at the pooch and I'm gonna look at Gregory, Gregory, and say,
Gregory, yeah.
Gregory.
in a moment, I will try to get you in here. I'm going to move 10, 15, 20. Oh my god, why did I counted this wrong? What did I do?
Yeah. 5, 10,
5, 10,
20,
15, 20.
There we go.
30.
5, 10,
Oh,
15, 20, 25.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Although that does provoke an attack of opportunity.
That is okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Actually, no. I said I used my reaction to throw the potion earlier. That's fine.
You are correct.
You're safe this round.
Well done.
Well,
Well,
for now, for the next 2 seconds.
This time.
how does old Juskin look here? Does he look like he's coherent?
Yeah, he's just bound and gagged, but he is rolling
Probably
around.
doesn't like Felix anymore, but
He's not happy about his suit being torn up by the teeth on the ground, and he looks very uncomfortable, but he's not injured and such.
I'm gonna untie him, unbound him. And as I do so, I'm gonna be like, I don't know what kind of party you guys are into here. This doesn't look like it's consensual.
Okay.
Hopefully unbound, you can give us a little bit of a hand.
All right, sounds good.
Then as a bonus action, just gonna cast Shillelagh on my staff.
You're not going to control the dog?
For this round, no.
Okay. In that case...
So now Juskenwald is free and able to move.
He is. He is going to move after the hag, but yes, he is. The hag is going to cast Confusion. A 10-foot centered around a spot. Which will be... like... I think it can only really get you 2, actually. Yeah. No, 10 foot. It can get...
I swear to God, if he's on the
It
hag
can get you
side,
through.
this is what he wanted.
It can get you through. So, can you then... Felix and Hagen give a wisdom saving throw, please.
Bless.
Yes.
Please.
Okay,
Please.
16?
That passes.
20 in the dirtiest of
The
ways.
dirtiest of 20s passes.
How does a 9 do?
This is, well, it's not so great.
No. Man.
So each round that you continue, you can attempt to save at the end of each of your turns, but for each round you are confused, you have to roll on a chart to see what you do. I'll send the chart in Discord.
Okay. So my question is, because I'm confused, do I drop concentration or do I keep concentration?
Unless it says so, you keep it, and it doesn't say so, so you keep it.
Okay. Cool. Oh.
Then it's going to try and bite Felix again, I think, and do it as well as he did.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Oh my saving grace.
It's distracted by the fact that Philip got up, and it tries to bite you, and it stops just before it gets to you, and was like, "What? What the?" And then Philip's go. He is going to flick the end of his cane into the cauldron, and then flick it at the hag.
Nice.
Fuck sand.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Let's
say
go.
what's spicy?
he
Good
basically
strategy, Totek.
like covers the hag in this acid. The hag is gonna take. Okay.
Oh.
15 acid damage.
See, that's how you play against good dice. You make the GM roll his own dice against his own monster.
True.
There we go. Good idea, Totek.
I totally had that planned.
Yeah, and he's gonna say something along the lines of, "Be gone, you hag! What have you done to Adela?" Because he was bound to
Little
go.
on the nose, but all right.
He didn't really see what happened.
Ooh. Second break of luck right there.
Okay, it's now Aiken's go.
Right, bonus action. You have Fenrir use fiery teleportation on both me and Felix. The hag needs to make a deck save real quick.
Yeah, just cheeky little deck save.
Boo.
Okay, so it passes. But me, Felix, and Fenrir will teleport over towards this side right over here.
Yes. Perfect.
And with my action, I will attempt, keyword attempt, to push over the cauldron onto the hag.
Great, give me a strength check.
Right. On big money, no whammies. Does bless count here?
No, because it's a check.
Alright, does a 14
So,
contain?
question I was going to ask really quick. So, via turn order, there's nothing else happening between me and Hagen. If he were slight metagame, if he were to hold his action until my turn, where I could provide him the help action to push it over, so that he gets advantage.
You can suggest that, yeah. That's.
I'll do that then.
All right, then basically.
But that'll be me for time being.
Let's go.
Well, I will still shake my monkey drum, and I will say, Vesla Browntooth, you must floss, and cast the worst vicious mockery ever. So sorry. That's a wisdom save.
Yeah. Maybe with advantage. I think she probably passes because she has a +5 to wisdom saves.
Oh,
Oh.
poop. Yeah, never mind. I
Yeah.
just look absolutely ridiculous as I say that. My bonus action will be the lion, who is gonna go ahead. Oh wait, is he? Philip is there. Yeah, he can still use his meow meow meow.
Pack tactic.
Pack tactics.
Yeah, he can.
So let's see. We've got a 23 to hit
Yeah.
and a 15 to hit.
Just hits. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do. Oh, very nice. So that's an 8 plus 3 is 11, and then another 7 on top
Nice.
of slashing.
Yeah. That puts bloodied, so below half health.
Yes.
As I'm
Chipping
going to
away.
say this lion like grabs hold of her leg and is like biting down on it as she's like trying to pull the leg away and kick off the lion. It's like ripping down her leg because that was a lot of damage.
You're doing very well. That's my turn.
Okay, Felix with Hagen's held action. He is asking you to help push the cauldron.
Little help here.
Immediately help him push it over. Got it. On it, sir. Good plan.
All right, Felix, give me a strength check.
Oh, am I
we both
giving
make
the strength check,
next,
or am I
or-
giving Hagen?
This time you're giving the strength check because I'm just going to add them together basically and make the DC higher.
Oh, okay. And
We
you
both
said no
roll-
bless on this.
No blessings.
So
No
both of us
blessings.
rolling, or just Felix rolling?
You already rolled a 14, right? I'm counting.
Yeah.
Goodness. Wow.
You managed to splash a lot of acid onto the hag. However, you don't fully tip the cauldron over, and when it tips back to you, some of the acid splashes back on you. So the hag's going to take this full damage, and you're going to take half of it.
Oh no.
Both of you. It's that
Ben.
+5, so 12. So you both take 6 acid damage as it splashes back on you, and she takes 12.
Oh,
I've had worse.
bonus action. Lay on hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 6 on. Wait, can I? I don't think I can split targets, can I? In one turn.
Don't think so, no.
I'll be fine. You probably need it more.
Yeah, I don't think I can split it. Pool do as an action. You touch a creature. Yeah. Okay. I will use 9 points of my lay on hands on myself, and then that will be my turn.
Hagen, this acid splash on you is an acidic red thick liquid that strongly reminds you of your own blood when it gets aggroed. And so I'm going to say you have disadvantage on your next attack because you are basically splashed with a reminder of your own mortality and your own illness. And your pain has been spiking since you got here, and it's now reaching an all-time high. It is Totek's go.
All right. As I do this, let me take a look at something real quick, making sure this is right. There we are. Okay. As Totek kind of brings his hands up and around, and as he does, you guys feel a breeze coming through. And as he does, the color within him changes from green to yellow, and he pushes forward. Actually, hold on. We're going to move. So 5, 10, 15. Where is a measure? Who's all hurt right now? Who all looks hurt?
Me, Felix.
I look
I think Ven might
fantastic.
be. Yeah.
Okay,
Everyone in the team is hurting
that's
somewhere
probably
here.
I think it's mostly me and yeah.
5,
Mostly
10,
Felix.
15.
Felix.
Okay, so I'm gonna move there, and again, puts his hands out forward, over and around, and then pushes below. And as he pushes towards you guys feel a slight breeze, and then all of a sudden, just this rush of air just comes. And I'm going to cast Summer Winds.
Oh, also Miss Droskenwald. She's also slightly.
I'll handle her in a second.
Really fine. Bleeding out, but
She's doing great. She's just
bleeding out
sleeping
before
peacefully.
she'll walk it off.
So, for my allies in this 15-foot cone, you will regain 2d6 hit points.
Nice.
Where did this go?
Pays to have a cleric.
Right.
So that's a 6 and a 7. So 7 total hit points back to y'all. And the hag makes a Constitution saving throw or takes 2d6 radiant damage on a failed save.
The hag makes what saving
Hag
throw?
makes a
sorry?
con save.
Constitution. That is... Jesus, 16? No, 14.
Oh my god.
Sorry, 14.
14.
Still.
And my save.
It's a +6 to con saving throw.
My save is a 14. So she will take half.
No.
Okay.
Unless someone's got a silvery barbs on that.
Oh,
What?
Ben?
That'll be, I think, 3 rounded down. Radiant damage.
Okie dokie.
It's a level 2. Okay. And then bonus action, healing word at level 1 onto Miss Adalia. And that is 2d4 plus 4. So 10
not
to
bad.
Adalia.
Yeah, that'll bring her to full, but she is currently stuck. But when she's freed, she will be very healthy.
And that is me.
Then it is top of the round. Hags go. The hag is going to scream like, "No! You interrupted my ritual!" And then let out a whistle through the gap in their front teeth that pierces the walls. It's not going to do damage, but it is going to bring in a couple of...
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Enemy
swarms of weasels.
weasel.
The good news is that's her turn. The bad news is it's now the weasel's turn.
Oh, it's the weasels.
Actually, no, technically it's Philip's turn. He's going to hit with a cane if he can. Yeah, that'll hit. You see Philip's cane light up in like a glow as he lands this hit. And it does... very little damage, okay.
Does he also know Shillelagh?
As a paladin, you would know that this is a smite kind of glow.
Oh, interesting.
Then it's the weasel's turn. One's going to attack.
Oh, the weasels! I forgot.
One's going to attack Vern. Let me get their stat block up real quick. There we go. Oh god. Okay. This is at +4, so it's a 16 and a 23.
They will both hit.
In that case, take 29 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
I just shout, "My buttons!" as I fall to the ground.
You are
As a
completely
butterfly
swarmed
weasels.
by these weasels that have come out of the wall. And they crawl all over you and up you and rip your cloth to shreds. The next one's going to attack Tatuk. With a 9 and a 17.
9 and 17?
Yeah, I assume the 17 hits and the 9 doesn't.
No, neither of them hit.
Okay, never mind.
Nice.
That's convenient.
That
But
is Hagen's go.
I will see this massive pile of weasels swarming Ven, and to the best of my ability, I will try to produce flame them. I know it's at disadvantage, but I'm going to at least try. One roll is my lowest roll is an 18.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, that'll hit easily.
All right, and this group of weasels shall take 3 fire damage. Let's see, bonus action, have Fenrir use Flame Seed also on that same weasel pile. That's... Does a 10 hit? I'm assuming it doesn't.
Unfortunately not.
Alright, then that will be my turn.
Then,
Yes.
welcome to the land of the dying again.
Hooray. Okay, I've got a question. Okay, first I will try not to die. Okay, and then, so if I'm not awake to direct the lion on my turn or on my as my bonus action, it just continues to do what's in its nature. That it does
I think
continue
it.
to
I
attack.
think it continues to attack because, especially narratively, it's literally biting hold of their foot. So I think it would just continue. Yeah.
Sweet. Then rend it 23, or no, 22 to hit, and ooh, 14.
The 22 hits. The 14 doesn't.
Okay,
Nice.
so that's 7 slashing damage.
She looks nearly dead. She's barely able to hold herself standing with the one leg as she's covered in acid. One of her legs is being mauled apart. Yeah, she's not looking good. But that would bring us to Felix's turn.
Boy.
Bud, go! Outside, go on!
5, 10. Does if I was no, because I'd be never mind. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Could probably do that. Would that be torturous? No, I think it'd be okay. It might be okay. Maybe not. I think I gotta try anyway, right? Who else has to go to attack? He's got that. Hag's got junk. Okay, we're gonna go 5, 10, 15. No, wait. 5, 10, 15. And Felix will bonus action lay on hands the last 6 points into Ven,
Okay.
reaching into the rat pile to grab Ven.
Yeah, careful not to
And
lay on
then
hands of one of the rats by mistake.
yeah, and then I will carefully slightly remove my hands to the rats and no, they're a swarm, so I guess it wouldn't count, would it? I guess damage carries between them all, right? Because they're a swarm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull my hands out
I've
slightly.
described it before, but they actually work like a hive mind.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not like I have to deal a bunch of individual 1 points of damage. It's
No.
okay, cool. I'm gonna pull my hands out slightly, grab the weasels while my hands are still in there, and cast Inflict Wound.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
Include that does not include Bless, does it? It's an attack roll.
Yes, it does.
Plus does include attacks.
Yeah.
It does. Okay, I'm terrible about Bless. I need to write down Bless next 30 seconds. Okay,
Oh.
14 plus 5. So 19 hits.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, perfect. I believe it's 3d10.
3d10, Jesus.
Yeah, 3d10 necrotic. So I don't know if that changes much. 17 points of necrotic damage.
That's enough to kill it. You grab hold of one of the rats and channel necrotic energy into it, and as you do so, all the other rats start crumbling and falling apart, as if you have their entire soul all in your hand.
Strangle one of them, just intently look in its eyes. The rest of them start to wither away.
Yeah, the rest of them are like...
This man's playing rat strangler simulator.
And yeah, you have killed that Bugle Swarm. Well done.
Okay, that will be Felix's turn.
It's Totek's go.
Okay.
And Ven, you did
Then
get
you're-
6 HP back,
Yes, thank you.
in case you missed that. Sorry, that's my turn.
I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That will provoke an opportunity attack from the Bugle Swarm.
That's fine.
Never mind.
No way.
You will try.
That is 2 opportunity attacks he's weaseled his way out of.
Yep.
Go.
Get me.
All right, I'll take some psychic damages.
Yeah, redo that heal that I give you. I'm just kidding. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave and point it to the cauldron.
Yeah, you can do that. Wait, point it to the cauldron. Hang on.
Is it going to tip over on us?
Well, no, it's just Thunderwave's
So,
a 15-foot thing, so it'd be like this, right?
15-foot cube originating from you.
Yeah, so it'd be where I've drawn the black box.
Damn, and it's pushed 10 feet away from you. So,
Oh,
I
well,
was just going to say, so if I can, what a 15-foot box would make that.
You could do this 15-foot box instead. No, wait, you'd need to be standing where the lion is.
it'd
You could
be
do this
this
15-foot box.
15-foot box.
Yeah, let's do that.
Someone cast dancing lights, apparently.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, okay.
The goal is to try to push her this way.
Well, yeah, you can't really do that. You're going to
Wait,
push it this way.
Totek, couldn't you just, because you were here, right? Or no, you were here.
Yeah,
You
I was
just go
here.
5, 10, 15, 20.
To go
Yeah, but
that
that's
way.
still going to have the issue of hitting this
25.
lot.
Yeah, it is still going to hit the cauldron.
It's too big of a spell for too small of a room to do what you're trying to do, I think.
If he hugs the wall. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You can hit her with Thunderwave, but it's going to knock her this way. She is nearly dead.
She might just need a gentle nudge to the Shadow Realm.
A gentle nudge. Let's see. What are my other spells that I have from growing?
Just a small defenestration, and it'll be fine.
Guidance, Entangle, Summer Winds. Okay. If I was in Reaping, I'd have Inflict Wounds and Chill Touch, but that's okay. I just don't want. I want some damage to go through, so that's why I'm not trying to give an opportunity to miss on the attack here.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Well, Thunderwave, doesn't it on a failed save you still do half?
Yeah, same. It's just I'm just trying to decide which one I want to do, because I could do Moonbeam right here and be like,
Just
die.
this.
A moon haunts you.
Sure, I'll
It
just
is
do
a hag,
Moonbeam. I'll just do Moonbeam.
I don't know what Moonbeam is, so you have to fill me in.
I think it's
Moonbeam.
10-foot diameter cylinder, I
5 foot-
believe.
5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range.
No, 5-foot radius. 5-foot radius is just a square. Then it doesn't. You can't. Yeah, it doesn't cover.
It's just the moon haunts you.
Okay.
Takes a con saving throw, please.
Does there need to be a visible sky, or
Nope.
There's
Okay.
a window.
Moon.
I'm just kidding.
Just as a silvery beam of pale light shines down.
what type of saving throw?
Con.
Oh,
On safe, please.
She's good at that one, though.
Yeah. Well.
Not with that roll. That's a 9.
Oh.
That is a 9. Good.
Yes.
Good. That's 2d10.
Ow.
Ooh.
It's a lot of spit.
That's a 10. 18 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's more than enough to finish her off.
Yes. Go.
As she is burning from this moonlight, having locked herself away from the world, she suddenly looks up, stares at this beam as it just strips the flush slowly off. She screams out, "Sisters! No!" and collapses in a pile of rags and bones and bits, teeth and such on the floor. Suddenly, the crooked house begins to shake. The weasels split up, running away in various directions. And with a terrible crunching and breaking sound, creaking, the house slightly reforms itself around you. Still crooked, but a lot less so. The years of disrepair fade away, and this manor home now resembles the one you saw walking up to it. A fairly maintained manor home, fit for guests. Hagen, you start throwing up blood. This blood coagulates around some teeth on the wooden floor, and instead of splashing out and dripping down between the floorboards as you would expect, it seems to shift itself, moving like a snail or an ooze, quickly into a nearby flask, and forms a tooth and blood looking humanoid shape inside the flask. Your blood has never done that, and this entity starts tapping the glass, pointing towards a cauldron.
In my just like days and days of just going through absolute hell, I'll just try my best to like reach for this flask. So much shake.
You pick it up and you get the feeling it's trying to help you. It's struggling to communicate, but it's trying to send a message to you. You feel in your mind it reaching out for words. It's trying to form your name. It's Hagen. As this entity is just continuously tapping on the glass towards the cauldron.
I'll try to make my way towards it. Just try to figure out what exactly it wants me to do.
As you get to the cauldron, the blood reforms itself in the glass, in the vial that you're holding, in the flask, and it reforms to match the symbols that are etched around the outside of the cauldron. It's kind of drawn them onto the inside of the flask in blood. You get the feeling that it wants you to etch these symbols onto the flask that it's currently residing in.
I'll take my dagger out and just like somewhat desperately just start to do it.
Sure. With each glyph finished, the noise of your blood pumping is slightly slow, calming down, and being replaced by the entity's voice speaking to you calmly, saying, "Yes, yes, next rune. Yes, Hagen, you're doing it. Well done." And by the time you finish the runes, you feel a sense of accomplishment. You get a heroic inspiration, and you feel a connection to this entity as if it may help guide you in the future if you keep it with you.
So all that's like said and done, I'll slowly make my way over to like the nearby wall, just lean up against it, and just like I'll just pass out.
Yeah, fair enough. Meanwhile, Philip is unbinding Adela and helping her up. They're looking round at the hag and at you guys. They're very thankful.
Look, I
Once-
didn't mean to stab you like that. I promise I didn't know. Very sticky situation. But
Felix,
whatever
Felix,
you need, I'll be there.
Felix,
Oh,
I
that's
don't,
what
I
that
don't,
was.
Felix, I don't think they knew. Okay.
Oh,
I couldn't live with myself with you not knowing. I totally didn't know. Trying to get to you.
no,
That's all me.
it was a hag trick. You couldn't have known.
Look, Dean, you feeling healthy? I've got a little bit left in me. I can help you out. I feel so terribly sorry.
I'm fine, honestly, thank you. I just want to get out of this godforsaken attic. Can we talk downstairs?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Look around, take a head count.
Ven
Good to go,
is
right?
kind of sat on the floor holding some stuffing that had been knocked out of her.
Oh, Vin,
And
holy
a
cow!
couple of buttons, but is just kind of looking around. The weasels took one of my buttons.
Then
We can find it. We can find it.
I'll reach
Crouch
down and I'll put my hand on Ven's shoulder and I'll go, "Friends, keep each other safe." And I'm going to use healing word on you.
Nice.
Might as
Aw.
try to get it.
Someone needs to cast Healing Word on Totek in real
Be
life.
11. No, seriously, 11
All I've got is a cure
hit
wounds.
points back to you.
As I'm hugging the stuffing, it just kind of almost stuffs itself back into my abdomen and then it mends. And Ven kind of looks up with a little happy face. Thank you.
How's that feel? Do you need more?
No, I will be fine. You have all done so well to keep me safe.
And then Grigori's going to come over and start giving you, I guess, I don't know, like cuddles or whatever. I don't know. Grigori.
Yeah, Felix is gonna, after seeing that Totek's taking care of Vin. All right, Hagen, you ready to go, bud? Hagen?
I'm still passed out against
There
the
is
wall.
absolutely no response from Reagan.
Oh shoot!
And
Yeah,
there's
must
probably
have done a number on you.
there's probably still like a good amount of blood like dripping from my mouth from whatever
Oh
happened.
shoot! Okay, hold
Well,
up.
Hagen, when did he go down?
Who's the cauldron when we were splashing around? I'm gonna kind of grab Hagen, like a hand on either side of the face, and cast a cure wounds at first level. Uh,
They never said that cure wounds couldn't be a slap.
You just have to match up. Wake up! Kidding. All right, so it's a D8 plus my modifier. That's not as much as I wanted it to be, but 7 points of healing to
I am
Hagen.
I am definitely back at full. I don't know if that would do
You
anything.
feel supported at least. Like you
Come
can
on, Hagen.
like you can trust
Can't be that
Felix to
bad.
sort of carry you downstairs and
You see
put your
You see
weight
a
on
lot of
him.
the tension. You see a lot of the tension, like his body just ease up a little bit, but he's still knocked out cold.
Okay, all right. I got you. Oh, maybe it's just the. There's a wretched attic. All right.
Got him.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
And
Fine.
with that, we will take a break as we will reconvene downstairs. We have relocated downstairs to the chaotically destroyed dining room that is not crooked anymore, but not in great condition. Philip and Adela did actually prepare the food before you arrived, so they're a bit in shock that everything happened. Speaking of in shock, that is pretty much how I'd describe Philip and Adela's state right now. They aren't sure if they've been betrayed or what happened because when they got to this estate, it seemed fine. Philip does pay a handsome sum. He pays. Maths is tricky in the moment. At 300 gold to you as a party, so 75 gold each for saving the house and saving them. He explains that they intend to stay here now that it's decrookedified, and he's even quite hopeful that he might get his powers back, as he's wondering if the hag was the cause of him losing his powers. He goes on to mention that while they were tied up and the hag was doing her ritual, she mentioned her sisters a lot. And she even named them Stenoga and Golub. And she was constantly talking about how finishing this ritual will make her sisters proud of her finally, and her sisters will finally have a reason to look up to her. And they basically ask you what happened from your perspective. They want to know.
Felix is gonna make sure that Totex got Hagen in good arms and good care, and then head towards the dining room.
Sure.
Apparently, there's a crooked man who lives in the crooked house. Did you see a crooked man?
No, we were here for a while setting up, and then there were some weasels, and so I drank some tea, and then I got awfully sleepy, and then we woke up in the attic with this godforsaken hag around us.
What was she trying to do? Did she say?
Excuse me.
Well,
Yeah.
she
Wait.
seemed to be
Watching Hagen.
obsessed with the ritual. Where
Gregory's watching him.
she said once she completed the ritual, did she say the Green Queen would be pleased?
Go, I'll watch Hagen. I didn't realize that's what I was doing. Go.
Oh, okay.
The Queen will be pleased. The boss will be pleased. I think she was working for someone actually, or something.
The Green Queen. That's the name of the hotel. Is there another type of Green Queen? As I ask, I'm gonna look like my little button eyes are gonna dead eye Adela.
Yes, but it makes no sense at all. The Green Queen was the patron of this land long before Philip and I arrived, and long before it resembles anything that you see today. The Green Queen was a wonderful patron of the land. She's the god that the most of this village and heck, most of the Druskenvolds still pay homage to. She was the one who kept the lands fertile and who let souls in, even when souls were destined for worse places. She was a bit outdated in the modern times, and we haven't really. No one's really seen or heard from the Green Queen in centuries. It's sort of not really talked about anymore. It makes no sense that a hag would be talking about a Green Queen.
I don't understand. Philip said that he created this world. How could there be a green queen before him?
Well, I created the current version that you see. This land obviously existed. I merely came along and entreprenized it. It's made it habitable for all folks. Before, it was more like a purgatory for beasts and half-dead things, and while the lands were rich and fertile for sure, the place could be described as a wildlands. Now we have many cities and civilizations and folks that are more modern seeming. That's what I meant by I created the place.
And the green queen was fine with it?
Well, she's gone. Anyway,
Can I insight?
Yeah.
Particularly, Ven wonders if perhaps the Druskenwalds have somehow locked away the Green Queen? Something have done harm to her?
you can insight what his intentions are in this conversation.
I'm going to guide myself.
And Felix also.
What did I just hear? Torbeck. Torbeck.
Durbeck wants to do an insight check.
19.
Give me a moment. Just read some important stuff. He is genuinely confused that. Sorry, did you get 19? Did you say?
I did, yeah.
He's genuinely confused that the Green Queen would be mentioned, and it was centuries ago, so he is struggling to remember. As to whether he's like deliberately hiding something, it's hard to say between the confusion and the shock of finding out that someone is talking about her again. I mean, people talk about her. She is like, people in the town have got pubs, taverns named after her, but she is also like known to have disappeared long, long ago. Yeah, you don't get more than that.
I think your lobster was underdone as it did attack.
Is that why this room's a mess? This whole house went crazy by the sound of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I do apologize. We will work with the Jenkins to get this place cleaned up and ready. And by all means, you're welcome back for another meal. I'm not sure this one counts. But yes, I'm sure the Jenkins and I can sort this place out in well, actually, probably take about a week. If I'm being realistic, I would like to get it done sooner, but there's a large house and lots of things are out of place.
Yes. Speaking of out of place, the pictures in the hall. You seem distraught in yours, which is out of place for a portrait. Why were you so sad?
Not the painting I've seen. The painting of me is it's not quite accurate. It's by someone who wasn't given time to study, but it's good enough. What do you mean?
I'm just going to tilt my head to the side and run down the hall, flippity
Yeah,
flop down the hall the to look at the portraits again. And I'm gonna I'll look at theirs first, but I want to look at all of them to see if any of them have changed, and I want to see if our portraits are still there or if
all of it's changed in quite a lot of ways. Your portraits are no longer there. The
okay.
portraits of the original family and their servant family has been altered quite heavily. It seems just one of the children is still in the painting. And the painting of the Druskenwalds is very poor. It's like someone got described what the Druskenwalds look like, but they are shown to be noble and standing above with light coming from behind them, so they are shown to be people of worthy of worship or adoration.
Is he wearing a crown, and is she wearing that wicker choker?
No.
Hmm. I'm gonna just take a moment to kind of solidify in my mind what I did see, the portraits I did see, and what I see now, and just kind of focus in on those differences. And
Yeah,
then
so the kid left in the family one is Francis Petrini, the kid of the servant family. And it's him standing over his family's grave.
does he how
He's
old is he in that one?
he is still incredibly young and holding a teddy bear like he was in the original one. Or in the one you saw.
I'd like to study his facial shape, his like features. And I would like to compare that with the facial features of Lord Druskenwald.
The main difference is, although he is very young, the main difference is just because Old's hair is like matte black, whereas this kid's isn't.
Okay.
It's hard to do facial features from two poor paintings.
That's fair. That's fair. I will, as I go back, I'm gonna just mutter to myself the save my son over and over again, and then kind of open the door and stare at Druskenwald. Well, I must have misremembered. Silly me.
Oh, don't worry yourself. It's fine. The house was completely different. I'm sure the paintings were probably messed up too. Don't think too hard about it. I'm sure the hag was just pouring chaos into this place. Now, if you don't mind, me and Adela do quite need to get some rest. We're going to take the master bedroom. Did you go in there on your way up to the attic?
I don't believe we did.
No, I don't believe we did.
Do you need us to go clear it out first, or help you be more comfortable with it?
Well, I would put my mind at ease, for sure. I'm sure it will be fine now that everything seems back to normal, but I don't want to get surprise weasel attacks or anything.
Oh yeah, those are horrendous. Yeah, we can go check that out for you.
Of course. I'll have the lion follow me as well. And we'll go kind of go up.
I didn't ask where the room was. Did you happen to ask which room it was?
No, but we can snoop. They want us to look, and I like to look.
That's a great idea. I'm right there with you.
I'll pick my head out and go, what's going on?
We're going to snoop. They said we could.
We can snoop?
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's our reward?
And
Not
the
exactly.
75 gold each we got.
Yeah, that's the reward.
Oh, gotcha. Why are we snooping?
Yes. To look for
they're-
weasels.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
Terminators.
weasels.
Yeah.
As we go, look at the photos, the pictures rather, the portraits.
Why?
They've all changed, and we are gone.
I'm not following you on that one.
I'll as we pass the as we pass them, I'll kind of gesture.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really quick, how's Hagen doing? And get a chance.
What am I
Knocked
doing?
out
Check on-
still? How was he doing before I popped my head out?
Are you asking me?
I'm assuming. Hagen, how are you doing?
I don't know. How am I doing?
I'll leave that up to you, but
Much better. Full rest, everything.
I got a magical 8 hours rest. I'll say I'm still unconscious, but not more at ease than I was when I was up in the attic. I'd say roughly.
Okay. You know, we should really ask for like a blanket or a throw or something. We could put it over Hagen, tuck him in, you know.
Oh yeah, I've got my duster. You want to just give him that for now? Unless you want an actual blanket. I mean, maybe.
I mean, I'm sure there's
I've just
blankets
got it.
around here somewhere. It's a big house. A very big house.
I mean, we are going to the bedroom. I don't want to. Well, I mean, you got.
We're going to a bedroom?
Wait, no, Grigori. You've got him.
Right.
To watch
I mean,
over.
dog.
I don't want to leave him. There's a lot of dog.
He's got Fenrir and Grigori. I mean, if they cuddle with him, I mean, it's pretty warm then too. But a blanket, everybody would be warm. Like, you know, that everybody likes a blanket.
The last blanket I saw was like 2 stories up. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna do a quick investigation, or I can go ask. Where's the Druskin vaults? I'll go ask them. See if they got a blanket or something.
Oh yeah. Well, if they say it's upstairs, just give him this. You know what? Just hold on to this. I'm gonna hand
All
him
right,
my.
I'll grab the
duster.
duster, but I'll be like, "Where's the Druskin vaults again?"
They were in the kitchen.
you just saw
Okay.
them walk through the corridor into the parlor.
I'll walk in over here, go into this way, and then go. Nope. Okay. I'll walk and be like, "We're not in there."
So the other door. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
No, this one. This one.
Oh, my
On the
bad.
left side.
The other left. How many doors are in this goddamn place?
Left.
How many doors? Oh, this door. I see. I'll go in.
Yeah, right.
I found you.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Sorry, I didn't get to. I was watching over our companion who passed out back there. Do you have a blanket or anything I could give him so that way he can stay warm and we can go? I guess.
If I do, it'd probably be in the master bedroom where your friends have gone.
This whole house and all the blankets are up in the master bedroom. You guys
Well,
blanket
then-
hugs?
We're not going to have blankets in the parlor, are we? That would be quite unreasonable.
You're telling me Adela here doesn't get cold every once in a while? Have a draft? Get a blanket? I'm just curious. It's a big house. I just figured there'd be throws or something around here.
Oh no, darling,
Slowly
we
with
just
the
light the fireplaces.
Is there a fireplace in there?
Right there.
Oh, in there, yeah, but I was talking about in here.
Oh no, not in there.
Yeah,
You
we
got
picked the
this.
wrong room to put him in. Okay, well, I guess I'll be like, all right, well, thank you. I'll just leave. I'll go put the duster on him. There you go. There you go. There's the duster. Where'd you guys go? You guys went upstairs?
Yeah, we're upstairs. We're upstairs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're just in time.
I
I'm
guess I
gonna
am.
like not magically, but pretend that I've used the force, but I'll just like use my foot to push the door open. Ta-da!
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know you had that. You could do that.
it's magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I
The bedroom
will
looks nicer
go.
than the one depicted, funnily enough. But yeah,
There's some better days.
it's got a 4-poster bed. It's got wardrobes. It's got proper working desks and shelves and lockers and all sorts.
We have to make sure there are no weasels. And I will start going through everything.
Okay.
And what I personally would like to look for is if there are any pretty buttons.
Oh,
'Cause
okay. Yeah, there would
I,
be garments with buttons on for sure.
if there's, you know how sometimes they like sew an extra button into the garment in case one of the
Yeah,
buttons falls
yeah.
off, and I will see if I can get find the extra button, and I'll just
You don't find
grab a
any
little dagger.
buttons that are too fancy. Just sort of brown and maybe brown with swirls a bit, or
What you don't know is Druskenwald is a very, very big button aficionado.
Man takes his buttons very, very seriously.
He makes
I
sure
was
he has
hoping
spares on his spares.
I was
so
hoping to
it's
find like mother of pearl or something, just like something because Adela seems fancy, but
Mhm.
fine if it's just the brown. I don't need a brown.
Totek, you notice on the desk there is some sort of book that's been it's open and it has like an ink and quill next to it.
Here or over here?
I did mean this one, yeah.
Okay.
So I haven't updated the.
I can't
Yeah.
read. Just kidding. What's the book?
It has almost all its pages torn out, except one, which it is open to, and it reads this.
I stood before the old mirror and whispered aright. I've known since before my first death. No flame, no shadow, no echo. I am not the Lord of Death here. I am just a man in velvet robes pretending not to shiver. It's a little long for a haiku.
And
He's
on the front of the book
done.
is just the words diary.
Oh no. Oh no, no. I put it back down and like try to put it back exactly where it was, and I was like, I just snooped. Is this what you meant by snooping?
Yes, yes, it is. I'm gonna go over to, I'm assuming Adela's kind of makeup table.
Yeah,
I If she has a hand mirror, I
he
want
does.
to
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up the hand mirror and stare into it.
What are you expecting to see?
To see if there's anything, and basically if any part of me is reflected at all.
Unfortunately, not.
Yeah. Broken. I'm going to just put it down. Why is everything broken?
I didn't rip these pages out.
You put
This
it
is the only page in there.
You put it down really gently, and pretty much when you let go, it cracks.
I'm gonna lean close to it and like, I'm assuming I put it face down. Or no, if I probably didn't put it face down, I'll just lean really close to the actual mirror glass and whisper, I miss you. You could come back. You could come back. And then I'll flip the mirror so it's face down.
Yeah, and a slow silence fills the air.
So, was there anything in particular we were looking for up here, or what was it?
Weasels.
I'm gonna
Oh,
slam the
weasels.
wardrobe open over here. Ah,
The wardrobe's mostly full of like fancy clothes, but at the bottom, in some shelving, the base is some bedding and sheets and stuff.
nothing but clothes and sheets. Slowly closes. Oh wait,
And
hold on.
sad buttons.
Was
Flank it.
this way?
That is a balcony.
Oh. Stand outside. Any weasels?
No, and the storm seems to have completely cleared up.
There's
Actually,
a storm
no,
outside?
you would see some weasels from where you are. You see, you see, like, at the corner of your vision, every so often, a weasel-like thing jumping into a bush or out of a bush or round a corner. Not close to you, but like in the garden.
What were these things called again? Dougal swarm? Boogle swarm?
Boogle swarms.
Boogle swarm. I'm telling you now, Boogle swarm. You boogles. I'm giving you one chance to surrender yourself. I will hurt you.
Are you saying they've boogled the last swarm?
They have boogled their last swarm
Nothing.
response.
No.
Poison
What?
spray. That will be a +6 to hit. Pesticide.
Are you just willy-nilly, like, sprinkling poison out around the garden?
Well, I mean, at the Boogle swarm, yeah.
No, there is
We
no.
are we are the babysitter exterminators.
There is no clump that you can see. It's all individual, like, movements.
Individual boogs.
Each boog, they become a swarm, a boogle swarm.
I already ran them the two big ones out.
Also from the balcony,
Sorry.
if you're still here. Also from the balcony, you can see the Jenkins family on their way back. They are heading up the road towards the house.
I'll yell at them. Any boogles?
Are you going to wait for them to get there and then call out? Because they're still quite a way off.
I'm yelling from here to there. All they hear is
Okay.
They're like,
they just
what
see
the
it.
hell is happening?
See the
There's
house
a
of like this
tree.
tree, yeah, just screaming.
Just talking to them. Oh no.
If I get closer to this little pot, is there anything seen there?
No, this is a really disappointing balcony.
I'll take a step back and then quick double take, look back at it and be like, no, okay. I'll come back inside. Well, I thought I saw some boogles out there. Some weasels. Turns out it was probably just a rat.
Should we check the other room? Just in case.
Sure,
Perhaps
we've
that's
gotten
where
this
they
far.
keep the best buttons.
Yeah, what if they try and come in through this door?
Yeah.
Felix did
Tragic.
grab one of the blankets, by the way. The wardrobe.
Okay. This is a very humid bathroom. The only thing of note is, instead of like a mold stain, it seems to be like a very reddish stain on some of the less touched parts of the furnishings.
Oh. Saw action in here, jeez.
Oh, it's
Well,
a
I don't think I
laboratory.
need to go. I think I'm good.
I think
you,
I am too.
You also see a yellow duck on the side of the bath.
I'm gonna go look.
It seems magical, but you'll need to investigate to find more.
Well, I'm gonna double check there's not any more. Just the one?
No, just the one duck.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Totek, and I'm gonna look back at the duck, and I'm gonna look at Totek. Very slowly put it towards my pocket. I think it's very intriguing.
I didn't see anything.
As you grab it, you hear a whisper saying,
Rubber ducky, you're
You make bath time no so fun.
Speak power.
Really powerful.
Power.
And with that, this figurine of wondrous power becomes a. I will link it to you eventually. But it becomes a living duck.
Oh.
And starts speaking to you with a very Daffy Duck-like voice, I guess. No, I can't do an impression of Daffy Duck. I wish I could. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But try and imagine it's that. It says, it was you that saved the house. You're powerful. You deserve power.
Sure. I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. Sir, ma'am?
Not of your realm. Not of concern. But I can be helpful.
Okay. Like right now? Or like, is this like a... You want to talk later? Because I mean, I kind of have an agenda at the moment.
Are you talking to Felix?
Oh.
I can deliver messages.
Oh. Okay. That's wonderful. Hold on. Totek, the duck is talking to me. Oh,
Can I hear the duck?
No, but you can see it has come to life of sorts. Like, it's not a golden yellow rubber ducky anymore. It's a duck.
Oh my god. I am so jealous of you right now.
Cool. I don't know what to do with you.
2 days I am free. 2 days after power, I am free. But help you, I will. Oh god, it's Yoda. Oh no. Alright, yeah, this duck's officially Yoda.
Okay, shoot, I don't know who I'm sending messages to. You wouldn't mind sitting in a bag for now, would you?
I'd rather follow you on foot.
Might be awkward. How do you feel about dogs?
This canine species doesn't like my kind.
Well, you might also not like the lion outside. Anyway, oh, okay. So we're just gonna, yeah, okay. You can come with me, I guess. Oops, shoot. Totek, what do I do?
What do you mean?
What if the Drostenwald see this? They're gonna be like, "What the heck were you doing in my bathroom with my duck?"
I can fly somewhere if you throw me out window.
I mean,
there is no window in this room, by the way.
There's a lot of things in this house that we kind of, dealt with that they didn't know. So I'm guessing this is one of those things. Maybe you just put them in your inside. Oh, your duster's downstairs.
That duster's downstairs. That's what I'm saying.
Why not just put them up here? Put them up in put them up in between my branches right here. It look like it'll fit in. Just don't move.
Resting place. I suppose that's okay.
All right, cool. Totek, hold on. Sit still for a moment. We're gonna try and find somewhere comfy for it.
Tell it to act dead, like it's been there.
Act dead, like just act like you're stuffed. I think that'd be a little, a little stiff. Just
like a diorama.
yeah.
But
And reach
I'm
up and
finally free, and you want me to act like I'm stuck again? No thanks. That sounds boring.
just for a little bit till we figure out what's going on.
Is it pushing back?
It doesn't want to act finally free and
I
doesn't
get
want to
that.
be still again.
What's another 5 minutes, I suppose?
Yeah, I guess.
I
All
guess I
right.
could always hang back. I can hang back while you talk to the Druskin Vaults. I'll go check on Hagen.
Excellent. If you're doing that, here, I'm going to hand Totek the blanket that I picked up.
You found one. I forgot to look for one. I was looking for weasels.
Yeah, I found one in the wardrobe. So give that to
This is
Hagen.
nice.
We'll go.
Ooh,
Make
this is
sure
one of
the
those double-sided
Druskin
ones. This is fleece on one side and then wool on the other. This is nice. This is a good one. And then you'll see like
right?
my branches keep getting stuck in between the fabric. I'm like, God damn it.
You hear a very loud knocking at the front door.
We haven't found. Come on, hurry up.
It's not my house. It's not my house. It's not my job to open the door.
Yeah, and you can hear downstairs Philip and Adela greeting the Jenkins as they've arrived.
Whatever order.
Philip seems very accusatory,
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
but the Jenkins are claiming they knew nothing. Also, remember the father of the Jenkins family is mute. But yeah, the mother is claiming that she knew nothing. Why would she spend so long looking after a place if it was just going to cause problems and apparently be cursed or something? They are very apologetic to the Justin Vaults, but sort of a bit defensive about being accused of being involved.
Well, we have good news, and I have bad news. The good news is there are no weasels upstairs. The bad news is you'll need to buy prettier buttons.
Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry, let me introduce the Jenkins. And she's like, oh, we've met.
Yeah, y'all were out when we came in here earlier.
Yes, we look after the place. I'm so sorry. Philip was just informing us the house attacked you in some way.
Yeah, and it was weird because it was when we got real close, it sort of shifted in shape, and we noticed it when we got on the grounds approaching the door. It's very strange.
Goodness. Well, when we left the Druskenvolds, we just helped them prepare a meal for you. Everything was fine. We thought. Sorry, we would have warned you if we'd known anything was off. I mean, the house has always been a bit on the haunted side, but it's never caused actual problems before. And as she says that, her son is like tugging, and she's being dismissive of like what he wants to say.
I'll look at the sun and kind of cock my head to the side.
Yeah, give me a sec. Oh, why can't I find the thing I need to find whenever I need to find it? Crooked House, there we go. Yeah, the child Danny is sort of says, there's ghosts, I've seen the ghosts. Mum doesn't believe me, but I've actually seen them.
Oh.
Oh,
What did they?
that's so. Sorry, you can go.
What did they look like?
Oh, they were horrible. One had this big hat and a horrible face. Shuck keeps me safe from the ghosts, though. He always barks at them and then they run away. And she sort of cuddles her dog that's standing next to her.
The man with the big hat, that's the crooked man that we saw running through the place, right?
Aye. Yes.
Oh.
Was it just the one? One ghost?
That was the scary one. There was some ghost that just wanted to play.
Did one play music?
I was never allowed in the music room. I don't know.
Well, perhaps they won't bother you as much now. Perhaps they are sleeping. I'm going to kind of flop a little bit against Felix. Perhaps we could all sleep.
Yes, it is very late. The Juskenvolds go. Actually, does anyone have the time?
I'm gonna pull out the golden pocket watch and
Sure.
flip it open to check time. I'm gonna also use the other hand to kind of pat Vin on the shoulder.
It is
Yeah.
about 2 a.m. in our time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll just look at that. It's again a little late, a little early. About time for a good rest, I think. Close the watch and put it away.
Yes, well, if the bedroom's all clear, we'll go. The Jenkins have kindly offered to help us sort the house out, so yes, I'm sure we'll have our hands full for the next while, at least. Once again, thank you so much. That wicked hag, I don't know what she was planning, but hopefully it's all foiled now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
no
hope
problem.
so.
No problem.
Danny, the kid, says, Did you see a cat?
I did, actually. What kind of cat I'm talking
As you
about?
try and say that, the words catch in your throat,
I did not see a cat.
and you hear in your head, Your stories are mine, but I'll allow you this one. And then the words sort of spill out. Yes, I saw a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a cat. Yeah. So very.
It's a very horrible cat.
Yeah.
Chuck hates the cat.
Any other reason that you might not like horrible cat of yours?
Chuck thinks he's bad, so I think he's bad.
All right. Understandable. All right. We'll try and stay away from it.
Yes, if we see it, we'll run.
So yeah, the Juskenvold sort of bid you good night. Head on upstairs. The Jenkins, they don't stay in this house. They stay in a not an outhouse. That's a shitter. What do you call a sub house? You know what I mean. Anyway,
a guest house.
yeah, kind of. But it's not for guests. It's for the groundskeepers.
Quarters.
Yeah. There's a better word for it.
Unit.
Additional dwelling unit. Yeah, okay.
ADU.
The Jenkins
my extension to the house.
Head off to their ADU. And you are free to leave if you want to, or do something else here if you want to.
I'll poke my head out again. What's the plan?
Well, how's he doing?
Oh, here's your duster.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Seems to be sleeping like a baby. Not sure why, but Aiden probably just tuckered out. He is still human after all.
Does Hagen snore?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Do we have the okay to spend the night here, I guess? Or everyone's
You hear a very loud in response.
I mean, I don't think we really have a choice unless we want to drag Hagen all the way back to the inn.
I mean, It wouldn't be the
lion
hardest
could.
thing we've done.
I mean, true.
We could just put him on the lion.
We have like 3 pack animals here.
Yes. Very helpful.
Are you counting
What?
yourself?
Counting myself?
Well, you're currently carrying a duck.
I'm just a tree.
Or we can swaddle him up and then.
Ents are definitely pack animals.
I mean, yeah, let's put him on the lion in a way that makes it look like we hunted him. That'd be funny.
I don't want him to be uncomfortable.
No one
he
will
won't.
bother
Real
us.
comfortable.
We just put him on the back hind right there. We put him, and I'll like point to the lion, and I'll be like, we put him right here, because then he's not being moved around so much, but it's right in front of the hips, so that way it's a smooth, steady ride.
A lot of thought into that, hasn't he?
Suspension is key.
Suspension? Alright. Whatever you say, Jim.
All right. Well, give me a hand on. Grab his arms. You grab his legs,
Gently.
and we'll just gently put him over. We'll put the
Alright.
blanket. We'll put the blanket on him, so that way he still stays warm, and then he'll have the warmth of the lion below. Oh, that'd be. Oh, I'm jealous.
We didn't even ask if we could stay in the house. We just assumed that we can't.
Yeah, we're very
Yeah.
socially awkward in that way, where we don't want to
Yeah, we don't
impose. We just destroyed half the house here, but then we're like, nah, we're not going to stay the night because that's rude.
Stole a bunch of items, destroyed half the house. Yeah, let's
Because that's
get
rude,
out.
I totally would have
Yeah.
stayed, except for the whole duck debacle. Now I feel like we should run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
maybe
Ven,
we should-
look, Ven, a duck.
Hello, duck.
I'll grab Ven and I'll put her on my shoulder as well too, and be like, look, duck.
All right, so we've got a
Felix
pack
found
animal.
it.
Pack animal. Get out of here.
Then you just see the duck look at you inquisitively and go, "Quack."
Yes.
We
I'm
have made
gonna-
so many friends.
Yes. I'm gonna kind of drape my arm over one of the branches and kind of tip my head to the side and let it rest. And then I'm gonna just close my little button eyes so that
Oh.
that little shine in my button eyes goes out. And I'm just gonna mumble, I am also very tired.
Oh, that was very coincidental then. Rest well, Ven. We'll get you back to the inn,
Yes.
and then we'll start moving.
Yeah,
Gregory.
We will swap to.
Fenris, Gregory. What did you name your lion, Ven?
This
Puddin.
and the house is no
Puddin.
longer messed up.
Yes. Puddin.
Puddin, Gregory, Fenris. Come.
Puddin.
That's the lion's name, Puddin. Well, I gotta say, I was thinking this was going to be a lot worse than it was. 2 out of 4 of our members are knocked out. Not, one's unconscious for whatever reason. The other one is willingly going to sleep. And then we've acquired 4 new people. And I'll look at all the animals. I think we did
Are we
good.
gonna ignore the fact that all of us almost didn't make it out the house?
Well, considering the fact that we did make it out of the house, yes.
Yeah, well, Felix,
you always have to look on the bright side. We don't look on the bright side, then it's not worth doing the dark stuff.
I know.
We have to have that hope, and we have to have that light with us. Because if we don't, who's going to?
I know.
Yeah, you have a long, slow trudge downhill, fortunately.
Oh, that's fine.
Back to town.
As long as we don't get ambushed.
It's
No ideas.
the middle of the night, so there's no one around really. There are some buildings with lights on still, but most of it's all gone to sleep.
I still have some spell slots.
You might need a light source,
got-
but I think that's easy enough to get.
That's on you, Totec.
What?
That's on you.
What?
I don't have any light on me.
Oh, dancing lights.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
2 trailing around you and 2 around me.
Yeah, and you head down the hill and get to the inn, and it's not the same woman there. It's a younger fellow, and he says, "You're the group Alda was telling me about. Yes, I think you've already paid for a couple of nights, so head on upstairs by all means."
Oh,
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yep. Thank
Yep.
you. We will be getting some good rest in.
what's your policy on pets?
As the lion walks in, as you say that, he's like, "Oh, well, we allow small animals."
He'll be gone by morning, as I'm aware.
Fenrir walks in after.
Him, I'm not so sure about.
What happened to you lot? Are you okay?
Yeah, well, it was just a rough journey. It was a rough journey. But yeah. A lot of things happened, and yeah, I think we just need to rest on it a little bit, and then we can, yeah.
He
I'm
tried
gonna
to
go.
save the Druskenvolds.
This is who you're talking to, by the way. They're like, "Oh, were the Juskenvolds in trouble? They were up the manor,
Not
weren't they?"
anymore.
In a sense, yeah, they had some stuff going on at the manor, and they just needed it cleared out.
They needed
Couple of
outside help, and
couple
we
of
helped.
vermin.
They needed
Yeah.
babysitters and exterminators. Yeah, it was quite a debacle. We're good.
Okay, if you're sure. My name's
So
Mariana, by
sure.
the way.
Well,
Pleasure.
I work the stables next door, but I also cover nights here.
I'll reach a branch. I'll reach my hands out, and I'll be like, Totek.
Is that Totek, or are you saying Totek?
It's one word, Totek.
Atotek. Okay. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it.
You're fine.
put a
I'm
hand
not
up.
sure how I know my name, but I do. I just know that it's natural to me. And Mariana, very nice to meet you.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you too.
I don't know why, but my voice is getting lower and lower by the second. This is crazy.
It's strange to see Wicker folk outside of Enoch. We don't
When
get.
she says that name, does that stir up anything?
No, at all.
Okay. Where is this Enoch?
Enoch is. Don't make me know the map. Fuck, I'm just gonna say to the north, but
That way.
far north. It's up in the hills of Dreskenvold.
Seems like a place worth visiting if I can.
Oh, I'm sure you'd. Well, I don't mean to be, race based, but I think you'd like it. Everyone who visits Enoch quite likes it. It's a lovely harvest city.
I don't think that had anything to do with race. I think you were just being nervous.
Yes, of course. She is looking at the lion, concerned.
There is nothing to be nervous about. We are as friendly as you are.
Says
okay.
the tree with the skeleton and the ghost-like lion and
the unconscious person.
the unconscious person.
That's
Creepy
just
dog on the
drenched in
shoulder.
blood. I mean, all of you are probably drenched in blood or broken bits. Yeah.
Perfectly safe friend group.
Okay, you can go upstairs
This is a very safe space.
you can take a long rest and get a level up.
Sweet.
Woo!
We'll put what do you think? Should we keep Hagen in his own Their own room. Keep all the pets in there with him. Ben doesn't look like they need a lot of space.
Well, how about we?
I could put Ben on a pillow, and literally, that's like, oh, I could put Ben in one of the in the cabinets thing, like in the drawers, with a pillow in there.
Well, maybe let's
Oh
not be
my God.
disrespectful to Vin. Let's, as much as I'm sure Vin will fit, I think I'd rather have somebody watch over Hagen through the night.
I can do that.
Okay, you want to do that? I can
do that.
too. But if you want to do it,
The last time we took a rest, you were talking a lot towards it during it.
I mean, well, yeah, and
I'm just saying, you were in your own little world.
I don't. Well, it doesn't mean I wasn't paying attention. I was just.
How many stories do you have exactly?
Oh,
well,
They were very.
that question
very
itself.
that's a great.
That question itself. All you can think about is what what the voice inside your head said to you about your stories belonging not to you anymore.
I don't know. I'm sure it was probably a lot of great stories back in life, but got some great ones now.
And we'll only
So-
keep making some.
Yeah.
We'll sleep tight, my friend.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you watch over Hagen. Just make sure nothing happens.
Sure.
If something goes wrong, we'll be right next door.
I'll reach over and I'll grab Ven from the shoulder and I'll pull her back and I'll be like, Ven, do you want to sleep in here or do you want to go sleep in the other room with Felix?
I will stay with Felix. He doesn't want to be lonely, does he? Do you?
Do you want to be lonely, Felix?
I mean, that's. I don't want to phrase it like that. I'm not trying to say, I don't want nobody around, but I'm also not like desperate. Just. Crazy things happen in the night, and I don't want anybody getting jumped on their own.
So is that a
I'll
yes?
keep you safe. And
I-
I'll like
that's
hold my hands out like uppies to Felix.
Felix is gonna.
Take me with you, and I will keep you safe.
Felix is gonna pick Ven up like a small child. And do the whole like hip out, one arm.
Good night, you two.
I'll head to the.
Stay safe. I'm gonna
Just hear from
I'm gonna guide the lion over to the bedroom.
You hear from the lion just take and mutter, more porridge, brother.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should find food for Hagen. After I lead the lion into the room, I'll kind of just figure out a way to like slide Hagen off onto the bed and then just kind of like just roll him in the blankets. And as it's done, I'll be like, okay, good. And then I'll walk downstairs and I'll go down back to Mariana and be like, is it possible if I give you some funds now to have some food set up in the morning for our compatriot?
Yes, of course.
Perfect. How much?
2 silver.
I'll do like the old person thing. I'll look into this little purse that I have and I'll be like, 1, 2, and I'll pull it out, drop it on there, and it says like 2 silver. Thank you. And then I'll just walk away and go back up.
I think I've got change for a gold. Hold on.
And then I'll go up and just sit in the corner. And then just basically just yoga pose around my staff as I kind of like just like hold both of my legs on it and then just stand up and balance. And then I'll just sit there and I'll just watch.
Yeah, please do your leveling up. Which for most of you is going to be a feat or skill up. Yeah, it's the fabled level 4.
Well, how well is my sleep? Considering everything.
Actually, very deep and very nice. You wake up the next day, dried blood on you, but otherwise feeling great. Your dream's non-existent. You didn't have any like memories of what you were thinking about or what happened. When you wake up, the entity is going to tap on the jar, and then talk to you and say, "Thank you for the runes. I can talk now.
Who are you?
I am you."
You're me. I don't understand.
You will.
How am I feeling now that I've like woken up after all that just happened?
You know, if you do like a too long gym session and you wake up the next day and everything's aching, but you kind of feel good for it. You kind of feel like that.
I'll just give a quick thanks that I'm not writhing in agony this morning, and I'll just try to my best to like clean myself off.
We can talk through level ups if that helps people. Anyone got a feat that they wanted to take, or
I'm considering. So I think it'd be funny if I just put one level into rogue because I have so much dexterity. Because I'm a dex build for whatever freaking reason.
okay.
Because level 1 gives me sneak attack, which is interesting for a cleric. Just like, oh no, the Lord had it back. Finesse or a ranged weapon. Okay, that's probably not worth it.
I'm almost thinking of taking the tough.
Oh, that's right. We could also take feats from the Crooked Moon book too, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I was also going to say Felix is going to spend most of his rest just like plucking the guitar, but not really playing anything. He's mostly just like trying to remember, like through song, like his like past and the stories he would have, but like feels like he keeps falling short, I guess.
Yeah, it feels like the lyrics to the song you remember, but the story that caused those lyrics you don't remember.
Yeah.
So it's like you're telling someone else's story.
Damn, that was an awful thing to do to you. I'm sorry.
He killed my whole
I was
character.
like,
No, I'm just kidding.
well, it said tell you a story, and I was like, oh, I know the person who says story. Do the story thing.
Right?
That backfired.
Got stories galore. They're stolen. My
Stories
next
no
character
more.
arc, steal my stories back.
Stories no more.
Stories galore, stories no more. Meanwhile, the cat in just whatever random part of the world that's in now is just probably just laughing.
Well, I'll tell you what, as it's already quite late and some of you need more time, we can call it there and come back to this next session. I could do more prep before we go on anyway. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. It's been a fun one. We finally got out of that damn house. Just about alive.
Hooray.
And we will continue the adventure next week. Level 4. Thanks for watching.
Hey.
Bye.